A powerful new player has just stepped onto the AI stage. DeepSeek's latest release, called Terminus, isn't just an update. It is a bold move that challenges the biggest names in artificial intelligence. With smarter agents, massive context windows, and an open-source license, this model promises speed, precision, and freedom at a price that could shake the whole industry. A powerful new player has just stepped onto the AI stage. DeepSeek's latest release, called Terminus, isn't just an update. It is a bold move that challenges the biggest names in artificial intelligence. With smarter agents, massive context windows, and an open-source license, this model promises speed, precision, and freedom at a price that could shake the whole industry. Picture a tool that thinks, plans, and acts almost like a teammate rather than a simple chatbot. That is exactly what DeepSeek is aiming for with its newest model, Terminus. This is the direct upgrade to their v3.1 model from August, but the jump forward is far more than a routine version change. Terminus represents DeepSeek's strongest push yet into what they call hybrid reasoning, a system where the AI does more than generate text. It can call on external tools, search the web, write code, and coordinate tasks, making it feel more like a working agent than a text predictor. One of the first improvements users will notice is language stability. Earlier DeepSeek models sometimes mixed English and Chinese in odd ways, or slipped in random symbols, which frustrated developers who needed clean, predictable results. Terminus fixes most of these problems. Whether you ask it to write an English report or answer in Chinese, the output stays consistent and professional, which is essential for anyone building serious applications. The upgrades go well beyond simple text cleanup. DeepSeek has also reworked the built-in agents, especially the code agent and the search agent. These components are what give the model its doer personality, allowing it to solve real problems instead of just talking about them. Tests show big gains. In the BrowseComp benchmark, which measures multi-step live web searches, the older v3.1 model scored 30 points. Terminus pushes that to 38.5. On the terminal bench test, it jumps from 31.3 to 36.7. These are not small bumps. They reveal a model that is far better at using external tools effectively, a key factor for modern AI systems. There is a trade-off though. On the Chinese version of BrowseComp, the score dips slightly. That suggests the team optimized this release more for English web tasks than for Chinese performance. For pure reasoning challenges, where no outside tools are allowed, the improvements are present but more modest. DeepSeek clearly focused its effort on making Terminus an outstanding agent first, and a pure thinker second. Terminus keeps the flexible dual-mode design that made v3.1 popular. There is DeepSeek Chat, sometimes called the non-thinking mode, which handles everyday conversations, JSON outputs, and quick answers. Then there is DeepSeek Reasoner, the heavy-duty mode for complex multi-step problems. Chat mode can output up to 8,000 tokens by default, and Reasoner mode stretches all the way to 64,000, with the ability to process a massive 128,000 tokens of context in a single session. To put that in perspective, that is roughly the text of 300 to 400 pages processed at once. It does not match the extreme 2 million token context that some rivals claim, but it is still generous for real projects. The training and data upgrades behind Terminus explain why it feels so much stronger than the older v3.1 model. DeepSeek added about 840 billion extra training tokens, introduced a new tokenizer, and refined the prompt templates that guide how the AI responds. These changes might sound technical, but the impact is easy to see in independent tests. On the simple QA benchmark, Terminus jumped from 93.4 to 96.8. In SUI Verified, a logic and consistency test, it climbed from 66 to 68.4. Even multilingual checks like SWIB improved from 54.5 to 57.8, proving that the model is getting smarter across different languages. Reasoning exams also show progress. On GPQA Diamond, a demanding problem-solving challenge, the score nudged upward from 80.1 to 80.7. The Humanities Last Exam, which measures wide-ranging knowledge, rose from 15.9 to 21.7, a big leap in one release. These numbers confirm that Terminus is improving in deep thinking as well as tool use. though DeepSeek has said its main focus was reliability and agent performance. Not every metric went up. Competitive programming tests like Codeforce's slipped slightly, from 2091 down to 2046, and other coding-heavy tasks such as ADR Polygon also dipped. That trade-off is common when developers tune a model for stability and complex tool coordination instead of pure coding speed. DeepSeek admitted they aim for consistent results and stronger agent behavior, even if it costs a few points in raw programming skill. Another standout feature is how much information Terminus can handle. Both chat and reasoner modes accept 128,000 tokens of context, the equivalent of hundreds of pages in a single request. Chat mode outputs up to 8,000 tokens, while reasoner mode stretches to 64,000. Giving researchers and businesses room for long reports or detailed analysis. There are still technical quirks for those hosting it themselves. DeepSeek has said the self-attention output projection does not yet match the UE8M0F-P8 scale format, a small detail that can affect fine-tuning on certain hardware. A patch is planned, and early adopters are already running the model successfully using the updated demo code on Hugging Face. Creative coding brought mixed results. When asked to generate intricate SVG artwork such as a detailed butterfly, Terminus occasionally struggled, offering rough shapes that needed manual fixes, something the older v3.1 sometimes did better. Yet in another test, it successfully built a simple 3D Minecraft-style demo, complete with block placement, destruction, and basic sound effects. The game world was basic and a bit buggy, but creating a playable environment straight from a text prompt is still an impressive feat. Through all these examples, one idea stands out: balance. DeepSeek clearly sacrificed a little raw coding speed to achieve steadier language handling, stronger multi-step reasoning with external tools, and pricing that undercuts nearly every rival. For researchers, startups, and hobbyists, that combination of capability, openness, and affordability makes Terminus a serious alternative to far more expensive proprietary systems. DeepSeek has already hinted that an even more advanced model, possibly R2, is in development, showing the company has no plans to slow down. If you want to explore cutting-edge AI without breaking the bank, try Terminus for yourself. Download the open source model, run it locally, and see how it handles your toughest tasks. Share your experience and let us know how this new release stacks up against the giants of the industry.